Good evening to you. It's 9 o'clock and it's Wednesday, the 6th of October 2021. A very, very good evening to you. Scottie McClue live with the internet phone in just for you, saying Dinky-Doo. Welcome, 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 I say. So much to talk about tonight and so little time to do it in. Now, we're not really a political show, as you know, so we don't go in for that. But I was thinking tonight, is there room for another party in Scotland? Just a thought. Excellent stuff. Tell us what you think about that. If you've just joined us, a very, very warm welcome to our TikTokers. Welcome, TikTok. Lovely to have you with us. And Dinky-Doo. So much happening tonight, so little time to do it in as well. And welcome. We've got our super chat. We're live on Twitch. We're live on LinkedIn. We're live on Facebook. And we are, of course, live on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube right now, of course, subscribe and tap the bell so that you'll always get the notifications as to when we go live. Very, very important. So there we have it. Now, let's just see what's happening here. I say to you, wonderful. So many people come and join us on this wonderful phone-in. People, did you like what I did there? So many people come and join us. Hello, says Thomas Hamilton, Dinky-Doo, and welcome on the TikTok, and welcome to everybody watching us right across the internet tonight. Fantastic stuff. Now, feel free to get to the phones at any time. You know how it works. Yes, indeed. And we'll take your call. You've got the number there, 0141 628 9795. 0141 628 9795. Wonderful stuff. Feel free to give us a call and come and join us. Right, we're off to the telephones. You're live on Scottie's phone-in. Who is that? Hello, can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Hi, Scottie, it's Kareem.
Kareem, excellent. How are you tonight?
I'm not too bad. How are you, Scottie?
Very well, yes, indeed. We've got a full moon tonight. No, a new moon tonight, I should say. The opposite of the full moon.
Right.
So that'll be interesting. I don't know if you're into astrology at all.
I'm not too a big fan of that, but it's the only thing that I do know. It's a lot colder today.
Oh, listen, Kareem, I don't know about you, but I had ice on the windscreen this morning.
Oh my goodness! Wow.
Yes, ice on the windscreen. I've got somebody here. I've got Kai Zuko on the TikTok saying, "Mr. McClue, may I inquire about your pronouns?" And I'm just explaining to him we don't need to do any of that on here because we're all inclusive.
Yes, everybody is welcome.
Everybody's welcome, so we don't need to know gender, pronouns, orientation, any of these things, really.
Yeah, we're all equal here.
Absolutely, we are equal on Scottie's phone-in. Fantastic.
Yes.
Now then, Kareem, I'm sure you've got something to say tonight, but I also have something to say. And I was watching telly earlier, and somebody was talking about an alternative party in Scotland to the party at the moment in power. And I thought an alternative independence party. Now, is there room for moving a little bit more to the right of centre from what we have already as an independence party?
I think the party to watch is Alex Salmond's new party, the Alba Party.
Yes.
And I think there's a lot of people, really good quality SM people, have left and went to Alex Salmond's party. Now, the problem was, we won't go into the details, obviously there was stuff to go through the courts, but he couldn't have his party developed a lot earlier because of what was happening within the courts, etc. So he wasn't allowed to do that. It's from what I was reading.
Yes, so we'll not go near any of that, but it's interesting. No. What is it that's attracting people to other parties?
Well, I know because I'm a member of the SNP, but I'm also a member now of ALPA, because I think the more independence parties we have, the better the cause.
The better the chance of independence.
Yes, and I think look out for the space when it comes to the council elections in May, Scottie. I think you'll get a lot more councillors in to start off, and then after that, you'll definitely get at the next Scottish Parliament elections. There will be definitely MSPs through the door. They need time to build up like any new party.
Yes, of course, absolutely. Just very, very interesting. I just thought to myself, you know, it would be quite interesting if the only alternative is a very right-wing party, then would it be better to have a party that is to the right but pro-independence?
Well, would there be that if, you know, traditionally in Scotland not being centre-left, more left?
More centre-left, because we tend not to buy in, and I certainly don't, we tend not to buy into the class system. Now, I know you could counter that with saying, well, how come you're so big on the Queen? That's because she's the curator and custodian of the Crown, and the Crown is our symbol of authority. So that's purely as simple as that. But I don't buy, like most Scots, do not buy into the class system.
Just a quick note to sidetrack, Scottie, that comment of yours that I cut and paste a few days ago, I'm not even reading the messages, but the absolute ignorance and stupidity from the people absolutely attacking me from that message. I thought, I'm not going to read it, because at the end of the day, you're shooting yourselves in the foot, showing yourselves up.
Yeah, I mean, it does look dreadful, but what's good is that we flushed a lot of these people out early before there's a referendum. So you can see where they're coming from. So you can say, we don't want the anti-monarchists, they're anti-Scottish, they're anti-independence, and they tend to be of low intelligence.
Well, I think, I mean, I don't want to go into too much detail about this, but I do think that it's good to educate. If I can be educated and change my views from when I was a teenager, then I think that can happen to anybody.
I think that, Kareem, education is right at the heart of the whole thing. I mean, looking at the facts, I mean, you know, I do not have an agenda. I don't have any axe to grind. I'm not even political, but I do like to point out the facts. Now, what amuses me sometimes and exasperates is people arguing with the facts, because you can't actually argue with the facts. You know, it's like, I think you maybe had me use an example before. Was Winston Churchill a good prime minister? Yes or no? And the answer is going to be an opinion. Is Winston Churchill dead? Is he no longer with us? The answer is going to be a fact. Now, you will still get, it would be a half-wit that would say, no, he's not, he's still around. Do you see? But some of the people that you're encountering on there would still have a go at that.
Oh, well, it's true, and it's quite annoying, but I think as long as we're getting the points out to educate and change people's views, I think that's the best way, and especially if they want independence, they're going to have to accept it. My point, Scott, I would quickly to earlier on, it was about my two dogs.
Yes.
Now, this morning I got up and take them out at 6:30, and I tend to do that during the week when I'm working. And for some reason, the foxes were still out. Now, where I stay in Mearns, it's at Mearns Castle, you've got the massive fields.
Yes.
So I don't go in the fields, I walk down the side because it's light, and the dogs ran off today because there was foxes. So to cut the story short, they came back, but then they went after the foxes again. I heard my Doberman howling. There was a man standing inside the field. Now, this is pitch black. And well, the point about the dogs was he started screaming over at me, you need to learn to control your dogs. And my dogs are very well behaved.
Yes.
Now, they would have not barked at him unless if they felt threatened, and they wouldn't have bitten him anyway. I know he doesn't know that. But I thought, this is someone at 6:30 in the morning, has a massive field to just keep running, but decides to try and pick a fight. So I turned around and I said, I'm really not interested in anything that what you have to say. And he started screaming and shouting and says, no, you don't understand what I'm saying here. I'm not interested in what you have to say. And he kept going. I just started ignoring him. And he got the message, and then he started jogging around again. Now, some people might have said I might have been in the wrong, but I just thought,
you're not in the wrong at all. I mean, if your dogs are well controlled and under control, they obviously, as you say, felt threatened, and you don't know what this guy might have done. He might have threatened the dogs, that sort of idea.
You don't know with people, Scottie. There's some very sick people out there.
Yes, absolutely. No, Kareem, you're certainly not in the wrong. It's just that some people don't understand dogs.
Yeah. Well, I had a girl try to kick my dog. Now, my older
well, that's what I was going to say. You've got to be very careful that a member of the public doesn't try and injure the dogs.
Well, I never knew this, but there seems to be a rule. When I was in Edinburgh at Crammond Beach, lovely place, and my dog was walking. Now, you had cyclists, and the pavement there's huge. Now, she was nowhere near them. This girl crossed over and then tried to kick my dog. And obviously, I put on my broad Glaswegian accent with my colleague from work. But she was obviously trying to provoke the dog to attack her, so that means the dog could have been taken away. And I thought there should be a law against that. If you're antagonising, if that's the word, if you're trying to intimidate a dog into doing that, then I'm sorry, you're in the wrong, not the dog.
Absolutely. Top man. Kareem, I'm going to press on, and lovely to hear you as always.
I might do a second colleague.
Well, you have that option.
Thank you. Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo. There we are. What a fine fellow. That's our Kareem, of course. Tremendous stuff. Now then, I've just returned from Edinburgh, sitting having a bite to eat, says Jerry. Excellent, Jerry. What have we got here? I was working, didn't get to the castle. No, the big hoose. The dogs can't be that controlled if they ran off, says Michael. Dearie me. You're live in Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hey, Scottie, how you doing?
Hey, Glenn, Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo, Scottie.
Now then, what's happening?
Scottie, I listened to the full lady talking last night about energy supplies.
Yes.
At the end.
Yes.
100% relate to what I think. As customers, where do we go?
Where do you go? Well, this is it. Well, am I not right in thinking that a lot of the suppliers have said, look, just leave everything and it will get sorted out. You don't need to do a thing.
Do you believe that's right?
Well, I don't necessarily believe that, but I think it's better for them. I think they're protecting themselves.
Yeah, Scottie, you tried to talk to them. You tried to, negotiate with them.
Yes.
We can't do anything about it.
Well, this is the problem.
It's like you're talking to a brick wall. Literally, Scottie.
Yep, absolutely. Well, this is the problem. I mean, they are going to look after themselves.
They're not looking after us, are they?
No, well, of course not. I mean, the company comes first, doesn't it?
Yeah, obviously. Oh, sorry, we'll put you on hold for a few minutes.
I put you on hold for half an hour.
We'll speak to somebody higher up.
Oh, did you get cut off? Sorry about that.
Yeah, exactly. They're just thinking, the call times are waiting.
Yeah.
We'll call you, instead of you hanging on hold, we'll call you back between 50 and 70 minutes.
This is it.
And then you go back into the system again, and then you're speaking to somebody else who don't even know what they're talking about.
No, that's the problem. And then we get to the situation that we don't know what we're talking about because we don't know what's happening.
Exactly.
So everybody's talking and nobody's listening.
Precisely.
Here's a guy here. Excuse me, Glenn. There's E. Russell says, hello from Russia. Do you know any Russian words? One word. Yes. Привет. And another one I would say to you, до свидания. So they were sorry. I was just telling you, he's come on TikTok and he's talking Russian to me.
Beautiful, Sky.
So I just thought I'd give him a bit of Russian back.
You know, from the Russians, Scott, when you watch films, they always play the bad guys, don't they?
Oh, yes. Very, very good. Yeah, very good at all that. I like it. It's very interesting. There's a lot of mystique about Russia.
Definitely, yeah. What's the hats called now? What do they call the hats, Scotty? What do they wear?
What, the hats? Yes, that's right. The Cossack hats.
Beautiful hats, yeah.
Lovely. Yes, absolutely. And of course, it's also interesting because they don't dance standing up, the Cossacks.
Do they not?
No, well, they do that kneeling down and dancing.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, absolutely fantastic.
I think they've got a great culture, to be honest.
Beautiful.
Definitely.
Absolutely. I think obviously the West's very worried about communism because it's not a healthy political philosophy and it's not successful.
Yeah.
And I can see that. But Russia itself is apparently a very beautiful country.
They've got a lot of characteristics about a good character about them, haven't they, really, to be honest?
What did you say, Glenn? Sorry.
All the Eastern European countries have got some amazing characteristics about them, really, aren't they?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Like
Every country has. I mean, when people say, what's the best country? Well, you've got different, it's not to do with the best country. All countries are just a little bit different.
Every country's got its own strengths on it.
It's culture, yes, absolutely. And I think Russia is so vast. It goes from hot countries to frozen countries.
And then they want to come, a lot of multicultural people want to come over here for the pouring rain, Scott.
Well, yes, they like the rain and stuff like that. But I mean, that's because the rain makes the place so green. I mean, you'll not get much more beautiful than Yorkshire, Scotland, Derbyshire,
And then when you've got us who've lived over here all our lives, and we're going, oh, it's chucking it down.
Oh, chucking it down. I'm not going out today. Dreadful day. You see, well, it worries me when you get, in Yorkshire and in Scotland, a lot of people go, oh, it's such a dirty, filthy day today. I'm not going out.
I'm not going out in this weather.
Yeah, I'm not going out in this. You say, well, you're not going to be going out for about 6 months then.
Exactly. It's like,
do you
think that's a beautiful part of it then, the rain as well then?
Oh yes, I mean the Lake District, it chucks it down, and yet you get a beautiful day in the Lake District. You're beside yourself, love. Now, Glenn, I'm gonna have to dash off because they're all going after you.
Scotty, you've got the caves in Castle tonight, yeah.
I've got the what?
You've got the caves, ain't you? What you can go up.
Oh, beautiful. Please. Yeah, absolutely. Although I wouldn't go caving. I'm not so keen on that idea.
No, you have to pay to look under some of them caves, Scotty.
Yeah, I don't think I fancy that. So there we go.
What about this Barnsley? I know where you can climb that one as well, isn't there?
Yeah, oh, beautiful. One of the loveliest countries I've been to is Singapore, says Pepe. Pepe on the TikTok.
Scotty, do you think this Barnsley-Sheffield rivalry is a bit daft, really?
Yeah, we need to put a stop to that. But you'll always wonder which is the more beautiful town,
like they're only next door to each other, really, aren't they?
They are only next door, absolutely. But you try telling somebody from Barnsley that they're a Sheffielder.
And vice versa.
And vice versa. Say, oh, are you a Barnsley? No, we're pure Sheffielders.
I don't come from there.
Yeah, I don't come anywhere near there. Oh, you don't want to be up there.
Scott says, I don't want to come from there. You're only that road,
They're only.
Your cousins, you're literally brothers and sisters, aren't you?
Yeah, I doubt you're even 10 minutes nowadays.
Yeah, it's like come from Chapeltown, High Green, and Barnsley, isn't it?
Yeah, that's it. You say Chapeltown? Oh, I'm a Rotherham man. I wouldn't go near there.
What about Woods and that down at Grenoside?
Hey, Stocksbridge. I don't go near Stocksbridge. Outerbridge. Lovely. Walkley. We love it.
Yeah.
Hey.
What's best chippy you've been to in Sheffield and Scotland?
Now you're starting. I like the one at the top of the road as you're coming down into Hillsborough.
Definitely, yeah.
Beautiful. I'm going to have to dash, I'll see you, Dinky-Doo. Ta-la-la-la. Thank you. Top man. That's our Glenn, Dinky-Doo. Now, what a fine fellow, I said to you. Who have we got here? It's my visit. Suzanne, it's Sutherland, not Sunderland. Glenn is preparing to hibernate, says Michael. Dinky-Doo, says Louise Sullivan, top DJ. Outerbridge, absolutely. Do you know Outerbridge? Lovely part of the world is Outerbridge. That's it, fantastic. If you've just joined us, welcome to the internet phone-in with me, Scottie McClue. Absolutely massive. Off to the telephones. We're live on Twitch and we're live on YouTube. What's happening here? You're live at Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hello, Scottie. It's David. How are you?
Oh, David, how are you doing? Dinky-Doo. I'm rushed off my feet tonight. I've got them all on TikTok here.
Brilliant.
Fantastic. Mr. Goatfish, Mr. Goatface has just sent 17 TikToks.
That's great. Smashing on it. I was listening last night. Well, it was a really good night. In fact,
last night was a belter, David.
That's right, including I like the women phoning in more.
Yes, about phoning in about the power group, and our wee friend that phoned in to say he was a bit down.
Yeah, that's right.
And I only had a minute with him. You know, I was quite upset that I'd only got a minute.
It's very worrying about that boy last night because I hope his parents has got a hold of him after that call last night.
Yes. And I've got Angela on here on TikTok saying, save our pigs. It looks like the Prime Minister didn't really know what he was talking about when they were talking about slaughtering the pigs.
That's correct. I've seen that on the news, Scottie. So,
do you know?
Oh, yeah, it's awful. I can speak about a lot of things, but I've not got a lot of time.
No.
He was speaking about, and Glenn, about, firstly, the electricity company. Me and John's electricity went and bust as well, yes.
Right, so it's gone.
We got a text stating, don't do anything.
Right.
You know?
That's the worry when they say, don't do anything, we'll sort it out. But I hope they do.
Sorry, what?
I hope they do sort it out, because that's the worry when they're going, yeah, don't do anything, we'll sort it out.
I'm a wee bit worried because the way I'm waiting for this call, my bills are still going up. Do you know what I mean?
Right, absolutely. Are they, are they keeping you coming? I mean, have they not come back to you?
They've not come back. They're back in about 2 or 3 weeks. Is that right, John? So.
And when did they say they'll be back, Davy?
They just sent an email. We will sort this out.
Right.
They got me a new company. They gave me the new company. I've got that. But they say, don't do anything. We will phone you back. You'll send a meter reading, etc. You know?
Absolutely. Beachy here saying bacon is good for me. But the problem is they're not going to get the bacon because the poor animals are going to be incinerated before they get anywhere near the food chain.
It's a shame, isn't it, Scottie? You know, and also about these dogs. And I've got a neighbour next door. One of my neighbours went into my neighbour's garden, and so my neighbour's dad came out and said to my other neighbour, "Get that dog out of the garden. I'll kick it right in the face." Yes,
bad news that.
My neighbour says, "See if you touch my dog, I'll break your jaw."
Yeah, all that starts, you know.
It was bad in the street, Scottie, honestly. But that guy shouldn't have said to him, "I'll kick your dog," because he had dogs.
No.
His dogs died.
No, there shouldn't be any of that at all. You know, there should be a bit of thinking.
It's mad, Scottie. Do you know what I mean? And also the foxes. I feed the foxes every night, and they're beautiful. I put lots of food out. Do you know what I mean? Make sure they're safe. That's like 12 o'clock at night. Do you know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. You're a very kind man, David.
Well, it's just a thing you've got to do. Is they get the hot dogs, they get pies, they get everything, they get bacon.
They find a lot. I remember walking my dog late one night. Well, it wasn't my dog; it was a friend's dog, and they'd left the dog with me, and she was lovely. But typical Glasgow, she found 2 pecora in a brown bag. So what had happened? Somebody had obviously come out the boozer and been a wee bit munchy. So they'd gone in and ordered themselves a bag of pecora. And then they obviously couldn't handle the last 2. So I had chucked them away. So the dog got them. So she's off with a brown paper bag. So I'm after her going, no, come here, give me that. And then she tipped them in the ground and gobbled them up.
not where the boxes and stuff, you know.
Well, you don't know, you see, and you didn't know what Pecora they were. And of course, she was sleeping with me, and Pecora, as you know, can make you a wee bit windy.
Can, yes, indeed, yes.
You know, so that
myself, you know what I mean?
That's the problem, you know. I mean, if you have the vegetable Pecora, you know, you're going all night.
Yeah, I love vegetable Pecora.
You know, if you have a big bag of vegetable Pecora late at night, you know, then it's rat-a-tat-tat all night.
Aye. I mean, it's bad enough. I mean, I've got IBS, but anyway, you've got to go on with it.
You've just got to get on with it, you know, for goodness sake. You think,
you know?
They'll be banging on the floor upstairs. Stop all that.
Yeah. So, I hope that's wee boys listening to last night at the people's voices. Phone back, Stan, if you want a chat.
Absolutely.
You know, and I hope he's okay. And you know what, son, go to the doctor, but I know it's hard to get an appointment these days.
Yeah. Well, this is the problem. You're worried to go to the doctor because they're not seeing anybody because of COVID and all that, you know. You know, that's the thing. You've just got to keep going.
Yes, they planned this well before the pandemic. Because I've got this thing on YouTube that says, I think we've got a problem about the doctors. They were going to do this a few years ago, get consultations over the phone. They're getting paid £100 per session. It's ridiculous. I not want to see a patient, Scotty, you know. No,
it's very strange. Are they doing it in vision? Can you see the doc the way you and I can see each other? Or?
What do you mean, Scotty? Like what?
Well, I mean, you know, you're looking at me just now. So if you're having a consultation, can you see the doctor?
I get you. I understand, son. You know what I mean?
That's what I was thinking, you know?
Yes, makes sense, Scott. You understand.
Absolutely. Because I told you I went into the doctor. I says, can you help us out? He says, which way did you come in? Oh, dearie me. David, lovely talking to you, and Dinky-Doo. All the best, my boy. You're a topper. There we are. That's our David. What a fine fellow. Now, lots and lots of feedback from you. This country's healthcare is heading towards private care, says Chris. Thank you for the good words, says Rossi. Why is the meat being wasted, says Tom. The problem is, Tom, it's not been culled in the food chain. Do you see what I mean? It can't enter the food chain. So these animals are being slaughtered and destroyed, and they can't be eaten. And that's the problem, because the farmers have invested heavily in them. And I think the problem is the politicians don't understand what's going on. Dear oh me. And if they don't understand, what hope is the rest of them? There we are. The Doug ate the Pecora. Absolutely. It's the autocorrect, not me. It's this silly phone. Oh, right. Scotty, job done and your excellent further progress from the radio days. Michael, yes, indeed. I think this is the future. The internet phone-in. Now, it's early days and, the audiences won't be through the roof yet. But at some point, there will be a good slide towards quality chat on the internet, and that's what we're doing right now. We're live on TikTok. We've got the TikTokers watching us right now. The time's just coming up to 9:30, 9:30 on Wednesday, the 6th of October, 2021. We're live on YouTube. If you're watching us on YouTube right now, subscribe and tap the bell. If you're watching us on Twitch, then if you can go to Scottie_McClue, follow me on Twitch and watch the Twitch feed for me, because that will help with our numbers on Twitch. If you're watching on Facebook, Dinky-Doo to all our Facebookers. And if you're watching on LinkedIn Live, welcome, I see. There we are. Fantastic. Come back, Grant, says Suzanne. Yes, indeed, young Grant from last night. Hey, Dinky-Doo, says Dinky-Doo. Absolutely, that's what it's all about. I've been in Stirling Castle. That's a good day out. Absolutely, Jerry. McClue has danced the night away in the Great Hall at Stirling Castle at the Argyll and Sutherland Highlanders Ball. Fantastic. So that's it. I know it's a shame the meat's been wasted, but it has to be properly killed and prepared for eating. Now, what else have we got? Haha, says Chris on here. Brilliant. Hey, hey, how are we all getting on? Good evening, Sir Scottie. What a total waste is Tom. Tom, absolutely. But as we know, you can't just put anything into the food chain. And this is all held up because of Brexit and because of all sorts of things. Our whole way of life is severely damaged. I like your beard, says Fake Fian. Thank you, Fake Fian. My wife, Kerry, loves your accent. Thank you, Tom. Hey, McClue, a shout out to Leanne. Yes, of course. Big shout out to Leanne. No problem at all. Right, can you all do a lot of sharing? We need stacks and stacks of sharing, I say. If you want to give us a call on the phone in, Strictly Ubiquitous, thank you for sending me beautiful red roses. It looked like you've sent 21 red roses from Strictly Ubiquitous on the TikTok. How beautiful is that? To the telephones, guys, let me know the phones are working. Give us a call because we have had challenges. We've had challenges with the phones, so give us a call. You've got the number 01416289795. You're watching Scottie McClue. Follow us as soon as you can. Thank you, Calvin, for following there. There we are. Sir Lyon has joined us. Dinky-Doo, I say to you, everybody get following Scottie McClue. Welcome to our beautiful TikTokers, of course. I'm just checking everything's all right here. Yep, that's beautiful, that is. You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hi, Scottie. I'm getting my second call.
Oh, Glenn, well done, lad. Yes, indeed. Now then.
I just think this phone is just going to progress and progress.
You think it's going big style, Glenn? It will just hit big style.
It's going to hit the roof, so Scottie.
Absolutely. If we can get on to other platforms as well. You see, I can actually multicast up to 30 platforms, but a lot of the platforms we don't necessarily have big in this country.
YouTube's the key, though, isn't it?
YouTube's the big one, but we need that YouTube channel moving. That should be up around the 300,000 mark now.
You'll be on Amazon and all them next.
Yeah, all these wonderful, but everybody should be able to have access to Scottie McClue's internet phone in.
There'll be a Blu-ray and a DVD, Scottie, of these.
We'll get all that coming.
The best of Scottie.
And I love my TikTokers. They are such beautiful people, Glenn.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you know, I mean, apart from the odd silly wee troll that you're going to get anywhere on the internet.
Scottie, you're going to get these 15 minutes of fame people, aren't you?
You'll always get them, you know, because they can't get their head around it. Very, very low intelligence.
Big time callers, big time callers.
Absolutely. This is what it's all about. But, you know, the intelligence level on here is fantastic.
Yeah. It outdoes the majority outdoes the minority, doesn't it? Definitely.
Well, this is it. This is what you need to get. You know, we need to get back to that.
I think when you come to think how far things are progressing, we haven't even touched the surface yet, have we?
Oh, on the phone in?
Definitely not.
No, this is brand new. I mean, for goodness sake, I think we've just scraped into our 5th week.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, there's Michael there. That's fantastic. Scottie, job done on your excellent further progress from the radio days.
Scottie, just looking at your bonnet, though, with your badge.
Yeah.
Cheeky chappy from 90s there.
That's the cheeky chappy from the 90s?
Yeah.
You know, okay, I'm a little bit older.
Scottie, I think you've mellowed.
Well, you have to mellow because otherwise you'll get flung off the internet.
Yeah.
Do you see the difference?
Scottie, they can't handle you, are you?
You know, you get flung off the internet, they'll just shut you down.
They couldn't handle you, though, could they?
No, this is your problem. Do you see what I mean? I mean, obviously, I've got to just soft pedal a bit.
You cool it down a bit, like.
Yeah, that's right. You see, you've got to remember the radio station owned their own station, and we knew exactly how far we could take everything.
When you did that back in the 90s, oh my God, I couldn't help but scream, those guys.
Well, of course. I mean, it was huge, and it was tremendous. And I mean, we got stuck right into Yorkshire.
Yeah, everybody shows where you went.
Do you remember they used to come on? They used to go, say, "You should get yourself a life, lovey," and they would say to me, "Thou should get life. Thou should get life."
You made their day, you made their night, though.
Well, we had great fun because we didn't pull any punches, and people love all that. There was a lass came with a van, a lunch wagon once, and she wouldn't serve me.
Yeah.
She said, "Are you him off radio?" "No, I'm not serving you."
McClue.
Yeah, that was it.
McClue.
I says, "Well, give us a bacon butty, love." "No."
Scotty, do you think you should have to mellow it though? To be honest, do you think it's one of them where they've gone a bit snobbery? To be honest,
No, it's not snobbery. It's just that nowadays, they actually come on to every saying you can't see. We should have stepped in and said, no, we can say what we like.
Yeah, that's what I think it's a bit sugar soaps in there.
People go, "Oh, hey, you can't say that."
It's a bit soft soap in there.
Whereas what they used to say to me is, "You can't say that." I said, "I've just said it."
What are you going to do about it?
Yeah, what are you going to do about it? Who are you?
Not in an aggressive manner, but an intelligent, subtle manner.
Yeah, that's it. But I mean, as I say, now they've gone to that. So eventually they're going to have to go the other way and say, "No, you can say out you want."
There's that many people when you say something and they don't agree with it. Answer you in an intelligent way, an intelligent response to your answer.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
That's how you have a decent conversation with somebody, isn't it?
That's how you do it. That's how you do it.
Instead of ranting and raving with somebody all the time, you'll see it perhaps you might see it from the perspective.
Absolutely. We did it. We never ranted and raved, but we used to tell it like it is,
Like I said, some people just don't like it, do they?
Hey, here's John Boy on here, Glenn, right? John Boy and David, enjoying your excellent broadcast. We'll buy you a couple of pies tomorrow. Scotty, I was married for 7 years and divorced. I felt sad. I said to my doctor, "Is it the 7-year itch?" He went, "No, that's psoriasis."
Scotty, brilliant stuff.
And listen, here's John Boy. Scotty, just a wee message to say I'm watching on Twitch. Share and share wide. I say lots of love. Me and David. Isn't that fantastic?
Tell 10 to tell 10, isn't it?
Tell 10 to tell 10. Once word gets out, they'll flock. Trust me.
Scotty, you like a mature wine anyway.
Yeah, I get better with age.
Yeah, definitely. You were good even back. You were better. You're better now. You're better all round either way.
I think it's a better all round listen for everyone. I think this phone-in's just waiting for its audience to come and join us.
You've always kept that consistency no matter what platform you've been on, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it's Scottie McClue, don't you?
You've always you don't, like I said, you don't hold no airs and graces, do you? You say how it is.
Well, we have to. I mean, you haven't typed for airs and graces on here, Glenn Law.
There's no point, is there?
There's no point, because listen, if you start any of that, the people find you out anyway.
If you try to be something you're not.
Yeah. And camera doesn't lie, so you can have a right good look at it. Camera will tell you.
The camera don't lie, does it?
Camera don't lie, and figures don't lie. Somebody said, "I can't imagine anyone listening to your show." I said, "Right, let's look at the figures." There you go. 250,000 every half hour. How's that? I can't. I don't know. I don't know how that's happened. I said, "I do."
Oh, sugar, soft soaps.
We give the people what they want.
Scotty, it's just flannel in it. That's all it is.
Just flannel. That's what these people are at. They're flanneling you.
They want to be in your shows, don't they? That's what happens.
They want to swing on your coattails.
Scotty, you've got a lot of fans out there, and I'm one of them.
Well, you're an absolute top man, and I thank you. And I say to you, Dinky-Doo.
Dinky-Doo, Scotty, and have a good one anyway.
And you, lad, top man, our Glenn. There we are, excellent. He gets a second call because you do get 2 calls per night. Now, we've got 20 minutes left, guys. The time is flying. Get to your telephones. Let's hear what you're all saying on here. Ah, yes. Pakora, we've done that one with the dog. Got a joke for you, Scotty. Two men in a field, and one says to the other, "Is it just me? Or can you..." Sorry. Two snowmen in a field, and one says to other, "Is it just me, or can you smell carrots?" I do love that. Beachy Beachy. It's a dark day for democracy. So there we are. Yes. Two bills passed by Scottish Parliament are outside Holyrood's competence. Very interesting. Scotty, just a wee message to say I'm watching on Twitch. Fantastic. Wonderful stuff. This is what it's all about. Who we got here? Fantastic. And there's John Boy and Michael. Thank you very much. DINKY-DOO McCLUE, do you remember me? Westworld. Why do you always ask that? How could I ever forget you? Why do you say, do you remember me? Do you think for one moment that you're less important than anybody else? Good laugh. Thank you, Beachy Beachy. Gordon Robertson. Hello, Scotty. And everyone. Hello, Gordon. Lovely to have you with us. And a big dinky-doo, I say, to Scottie McClue, to the internet phone-in. Do you like the title, Gordon? Because you're very good as a grammarian. I think you told me one day you were better as a vulgarian, but that's it. Scottie McClue, how are you, sir? DINKY-DOO? Scotty has his register. Tick here, absolutely. You've changed so much, it's unreal, says beautiful Logan. Do you mean I've aged, or I've got younger, or what? What? How have we changed, beautiful Logan? Mr. McClure, I must know, does left or right carry the same meaning in the UK as in the US? Kirby the Annihilator, yes, it does. We've got the left and the right. You've got the Republicans and the Democrats. We've got the left and the right. The problem we've got at the moment, the left have completely lost their way, and nobody's interested in them, you see? And it's all right at the moment. So you need a strong left. You don't look a day over 50, Scotty says, bless you. More beautiful, obviously, says beautiful Logan. I thank you. What bills have been passed? Not sure, Kalalio. And a guy today telling me that it was the International Court that would decide about the Queen and independence. It wouldn't unless it goes to the United Nations. So there we are. Right, what about this? The boss is in the house. I popped up tonight because there's drama on, there's all sorts of things on, but I know that people will always come and join Scottie McClue, and we will chit-chat. That's what we do. Not heard the Floatie. Floatie, hashtag Floatie, is First Lord of the Internet. That's my official title. Absolutely, DINKY-DOO. Kevin says there's two parrots sitting on a perch. One parrot says to the other, can you smell fish? Get it? Get it? I did a wee joke this afternoon, and the last time I looked, 1,500 people had a look at it. Scapa Flow in Texas is consulting. First Lord is correct. My dear Scott, absolutely. Chris Guitar. So lovely to have you with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Can you believe we've been up for nearly 45 minutes? My goodness me. I'd be afraid to ring you. Honestly, you'd floor me with corrections. Beautiful Logan. Never, ever, 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 ever be afraid to phone Scottie McClue. Right? Always, everybody should be able to phone Scottie McClue. I'm hoping the Americans will phone me as well. I know it involves an international charge, but I would like the Americans to phone me. And guys, have you ever got onto this one? This is old now. I'll have to keep changing it. We've got 1,800 videos. There we are, 1676. Let's keep changing this. I don't know if you'll be able to see this. Right. This is the YouTube channel. All right. You search Scottie McClue YouTube channel, and there's 1,800 videos for your enjoyment, edification, excitement, education, and delight. A great day in for all the family. Subscribe, watch, share, DINKY-DOO. Has everybody got that one? Dinky-Doo. Joke, says George, 10 cows standing in the field. Which one's closest to Iraq? And it's Kuwait. Kuwait. Did you say egg and bacon or bacon and egg? I say bacon and egg. Time flies with me, Scottie McClue. Chris, it doesn't have tempus fugit, to use the proper Latin. If you've just joined us on TikTok, a very warm welcome. If you look at my TikTok bio, just below it is the live link to YouTube. Click on that, subscribe, tap the bell, and watch the phone in. Why do you always play? Always play because people like to hear me play. Tempus what? Fugit. Tempus, time flies, Tempus, tempus, that's it. Fugit, Fugit, Latin, tempus fugit. Cheers, Gary. Dinky-Doo, absolutely. What kind of bees produce milk, says Dave? Boobies. Thank you very much. There we are. We are a good, clean family show with a bit of smut flung in. There we are. Do you like Still Game? Well, they say I was the original inspiration for Still Game. Get a clue from Scottie McClue. Keep scribbling the number out. Reprint. Stop scrimping. Yeah, you're right. I'm going to put the number and the YouTube stuff, right? I'm going to type it in for you. So there we are. So YouTube, for those of you not on it, www.youtube.com. So that's www.youtube.com/user/Scottie McClue1. Now, guys, this YouTube channel, get it out there and get subscribing. Right? Don't hang about going, oh, yes, I'll have a look at that, because you won't. You know, you've got too many other things. Now, what I've done, I've put it up, and it's a live hyperlink. So see what it says, Restream.io, www.youtube.com/user/Scottie McClue1. Does that work for you as a hyperlink? You'll see it on the chat there, guys, right? Just from Scottie McClue. And I'll give you a Dinky-Doo as well, because I think it's good manners, and we like good manners. Dinky-Doo. So give Scottie McClue a phone if you think, oh, no, I couldn't phone him, he might say. Right, check that hyperlink. So there we go. I think you won't forget that. Jam or cream in your scones. Yes, the jam goes on first and then the cream on the top. There we are. What did the left leg say to the right leg? Go on, Choppy's boy. What did the left leg say to the right leg? There are views on George Floyd's statue being vandalized today. He wasn't a hero, though. Yeah, but I mean, you know, the guy, I know he was a criminal, but he did get, knelt on in his neck and killed. So, you know, you're saying he wasn't a hero. He was a hero to certain people. There we are. What's your score prediction for the game on Saturday? Well, Drob, if I give you the results of the game on Saturday, then I'm not going to be popular with the television companies, am I? It works for me, Scotty. It works for me. The goodbye song of the night, if there's time, Scotty. Yes, beachy, beachy. Dinky-Doo. Can everybody try the YouTube, please? Yes, the hyperlink works, says Gordon. And Gordon, I suspect you'll have subscribed and tapped the bell before anyway, and then you'll get your notifications. Everybody check the YouTube channel, subscribed, and tap the bell. It's in the chat. I've put a hyperlink in the chat, guys. So you should be able to get that. And the Twitch is at Scottie_McClue. I'll put that up for you as well. Right, there's Twitch. And it says Scottie. And it's underscore. Now, this is not a hyperlink, but that should let you on as well. Scottie_McClue. Has it done that way? To see now. Right. By gum, Yorkshire, like, you know. Because you see, if you think about it, everybody in the planet should by now know Scottie McClue. So there we are, Scottie_McClue at the Twitch if you're a Twitcher. So there you go. What's the score prediction? Well, as I say, I wouldn't like to do that. DINKY-DOO, Scottie, subscribe. Kichin, thank you very much. Hello, Scottie, I've got it, says Stacey. Excellent. Scotland, says McCastle. Hello, my friend from Maryland, says Leslie. We love you in Maryland. What is Chicken Maryland? Would you like to tell me? Scottie, my way this weekend to Carlisle. I just love the place, by heck. I've tapped the bell ages ago, but I've got almost all notifications turned off on my devices. Exceptions are WhatsApp and text. I know what you mean, Gordon. See if you can get that one, though, because I get upset when you think, I forgot you were on. You know, that sort of idea. We've got so much. DINKY-DOO, Scottie McClue, I've subscribed to your YouTube. I thank you. MAGA, thank you, Louisa. Louisa, have you subscribed to Scottie McClue's YouTube? You should see the hyperlink in front of you on TikTok, just below my bio. I know what you mean, Gordon. You can get too many notifications, but I would think Scottie McClue is an exception, and we should always be able to get it. Who's the handsome fellow behind you, Scottie? That, Corey, is Lord Reith the Labrador. There he is. Isn't he beautiful? What a handsome guy. And I'm with him, of course. Scottie, will Scotland declare war on England? It's important. No. Scotland would never, ever, ever declare war in England for the simple reason. Oh, what a shame. Right. That's that. Not to worry. We seem to have lost our TikTokers. What a shame. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful people. There we are. Fantastic. Now, we've got 7 minutes left, guys. I've lost some of the chat here for some reason. Very, very strange. Get that back up. Wonderful. So I don't know why we've lost the chat tonight. Can you see this? DINKY-DOO. I'll put up a DINKY-DOO. Tell me if you can see it in the chat. All right, DINKY-DOO. That's fine. And we'll check out the YouTube channel, see what's happening on there. Excellent. Now then. Right, we're on to the YouTube channel here. DINKY-DOO, I say, from Scottie McClue. Can you subscribe and tap the bell on the YouTube channel? We're back on the chat, it looks like. DINKY-DOO, yes, you can see that. Thank you. Can you see the rest of the chat? It looks like we've had a connection fail, nothing to do with us, but just a connection fail. Oh, dearie me, I say. It's always a bit of a shame when that happens, though. A wee connection fail. Right, we got that. That's fine. Absolutely. Good. Everything working there. And I'll check Twitch for you guys. See what's happening on Twitch. There we go. That's a shame we lost our TikTokers there, but we will get them back. I'd say, don't you worry about that. These things happen because it is the internet. And sometimes I think people are watching because of that. There's a certain amount of joy about the kind of Marconi moment, if you know what I mean, about this broadcast. Nothing's too slick. Does that make sense? Scottie, TikTok just went doing the swanny. Absolutely beachy, beachy. There we are. 91 followers on Twitch. If you're watching right now and you've got a Twitch account, go on to Scottie_McClue and follow me, please. So I want that to be 100 by the end of tonight. That means we need another 9 followers on Twitch. Now, that's not big money, is it? I love Kareem, says Keith. TikTok went bye-bye, says Stacey. Yes, indeed. Replying to Kareem, turn the heating on, Kareem. Fantastic. I see you, Scottie. It's authentic. It's very authentic, Susanne, and we're all part of it. In years to come, people say, oh, do you remember how Scottie McClue? Yes, tuning in, he disappeared, popped back up again. Good job, I'm on the 3 streams. Are you beachy, beachy? Is YouTube still working okay? Kareem's broken the internet, says Susanne. No, it's not Kareem's fault. I just gave you £1 as well. That's my fault. Kareem, yes, the £1. We popped it in the meter. How wonderful is this? We've got 4 more minutes, guys. So let's use it well and wisely. Check all the streams out. Get subscribing on Twitch. Fantastic. I've got 4 people watching on Twitch tonight. That's beautiful. Get on to Twitch, Scottie_McClue. 4 people watching live on Twitch. I love it because the other night we didn't have anybody at all. So that is wonderful. And also we had 2 followers and now we've got 92. So we're suddenly magic 90 people. What I need you to do is every single one of you subscribe to the YouTube channel. Right? That's the one. Kareem, thank you for my £1. Good job. I'm in the 3 streams. There we are. Remember you on Border TV, says Kevin. Kevin, how on earth do you remember that? That's amazing. DINKY-DOO Scottie has subscribed on Twitch, TikTok, and YouTube. Keishin, am I saying your name right? Keishin New J. Fantastic. New J. Wonderful. Kishim, lovely to have you with us. Yes, we are, says Stacey. DINKY-DOO. Guys, I need 8 more followers on Twitch right now. So Scottie_McClue and follow. And let's see if we can get our 100 tonight. That would be lovely. Our first 100 followers. Remember this moment. We are making internet history as we speak. Right, I'm off to the phones. If you've been ringing and ringing and ringing, you're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Are you aware of D's?
Mary of Geese.
D's fucking nuts.
Mary of Geese. I think you said a naughty word. You mustn't say the word nuts. We don't do that. So there we are. I thought you meant Mary of Guise, who was married to, which king was Mary of Guise married to? Henry. Was that right? There we are. Do give us some more followers, guys, as soon as you possibly can. There we are. That was a half-wit phoning. I apologize for the half-wit. The half-wit doesn't understand internet protocol. That's why the half-wit is a half-wit. Yes, indeed. Let's all gather at the Kempuk, says David. Well done, David. Good vibes, says Kareem. Wonderful. Yes, indeed. Right, off to the telephones. Who have we got here? You're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Scottie, it's Kareem, second call.
Ah, my dear man, welcome, welcome. How lovely to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO.
DINKY-DOO, Scottie. I'm now in the bath listening to you. I had you downstairs on the big screen. Now I'm in the bath listening to you.
Well, something failed. Nothing to do with us, Kareem, but something failed tonight. So it just disappeared.
Yeah, you froze. I checked on Facebook. You froze there as well.
Right.
YouTube.
And we froze on YouTube. And it's working fine now.
Perfect, yes.
How wonderful. There we are. Everybody's calling that half-witted idiot a very bad donut.
Oh, yes, yeah. you hear the kids saying it all the time. They think it's funny, but it's not.
It's actually not funny at all. Kareem, what's not funny is we're out of time.
I know, Scotty. Good night.
Good night. God bless. DINKY-DOO and ta-ra.